Let's talk about heavy conversations at bedtime and why it's not good for your mental, emotional, spiritual health, or even for your sleep hygiene. I see this happening in couples when, because we're so busy during the day with jobs and responsibilities and kids and bedtimes and cooking and cleaning and dishes and dinners, all that, it's there is not enough time in the day for us to connect. So sometimes I see a partner who's usually a pursuer in nature, who the one who initiates conversations, the one who pushes, the one who feels uncomfortable and has anxiety about not putting all the arguments and conversations with their partner at peace, and resolving everything to the very end, wants to have these conversations, and the other partner is either in bed or about to fall asleep or falling asleep, and they're like, "Hey, babe, are you sleeping? Are you awake? Can we talk?" And they start talking. It's never a good time to talk. Because one, it will lead to potential insomnia, anxiety, sleeping difficulties, lesser quality sleep. But two, it also prevents. It robs a couple of an opportunity to actually have a productive conversation that would have been so much better and higher quality. What can you do instead? You can set boundaries, and you can say something like, "Let's talk tomorrow when we are both alert. Let's schedule a time for a talk," and hopefully we can find a time during the day when kids are at school and we're not distracted to talk, and not like at 8:30 p.m. at night. Again, when I'm not falling asleep, but I'm kind of spent and exhausted and I don't really have any juice left. You can use, a holding space journal to kind of park your thoughts for the next day. A lot of times I use the notes app in my phone to just write things out, or put them on the calendar and tag my husband. That way I know it's there, I'm not going to forget about it, but it's also not occupying space in my brain, and I can actually breathe and let them go. You can simply validate feelings without diving deep right before bed, and you can say something like, "I know you want to talk right now, and I know it's very important to you. I love you. I appreciate that you want to talk to me, but I'm in a different headspace right now," right? And really having these conversations outside of the moments is what helps the most, right? Like, I know we have this tendency to have late conversations, and it never works for me, and I know it doesn't serve us any good. So let's come up with a different plan, right? When we zoom out and actually look at situations that are not going so good in our life, and we are trying to troubleshoot them together ahead of the time, so that we are best prepared, and we don't have to do something different in the moment, because a lot of times it's really hard to make changes in the very beginning, especially to make changes in the moment when when the emotions usually are alive, when a lot of other things happening. So it's harder to create this new neural pathways, so to speak.